Hello, Math 3. This video is going to be about function notation. This should be review. A couple of examples at the end might be something kind of new to you. I'm not sure. It'd be definitely higher than on Math 1 level. But okay, so I'm just going to go right to the notes. And again, these notes are going to be linked into our agenda. And so you can find them there and keep track of what you're doing. All right, so the very first thing is this is a Math 1 level problem right here. All right, so function notation, I'm not going to go down to the nuts and bolts and start from the very beginning with you because you really already know this. Remember, function notation replaces y with f of x. The name of this function is f. It's a function of the independent variable x, and whatever goes in here has to go in for every x in f. That's how it works, okay? Okay, so when I evaluate this function, and that's what this is, I'm going to show you a way to put this in the calculator so you don't make mistakes when you do this, and I want you to use in parentheses. So I'm just going to show it with the calculator, and I wanted to show you that if you use parentheses when you put this stuff in, so f of negative 6 would be what that goes in here, negative 6 squared, and then it's plus 6x, so we have plus 6 times negative 6, and then we have a plus 1. And if you do them this way, you won't mess them up, okay? So make sure you use parentheses when you're evaluating, especially if you're dealing with negatives, okay? That I know I'm insulting some of you because that's really easy, but you know, we have some easy stuff too. All right, so that's that one. On the second one here, 2f of 3. Now that might be looking a little more confusing, and I think I'll just use this little sketch pad to do this one. All right, so the very first thing you want to do is find out what f of 3 is, some value. Then you're going to multiply it by 2. All right, so if we're going to work that out, I think the best way is just to write this one by hand. First, we want to find out what is f of 3. Oh, that's a terrible 3. I apologize. F of 3 would be, since it's negative x minus 6, we'd have negative 3 minus 6, which is negative 9, right? So 2 times f of 3 is simply 2 times negative 9, which is negative 18. So that's how that one works. Let me go ahead and clear this, and we'll get to the next one. Let me remember that the answer is negative 18. I'll put that in the notes. I'm not trying to rush to these videos, y'all. I just know that they get long. All right, so, okay, so here we're asked to evaluate this function, g, for negative x, which means plug this negative x in, or substitute's the better word, but I will use plug because people seem to like it better. So plug negative x in for every x in g. And there's 2 of them here, so it goes into both. And I think we'll use the little scratch pad again. I call it a scratch pad. I don't know what the real name is. I kind of forget. So much technical mess nowadays. So let me write the function down. I don't need the bomb yet. Let me write the function down right here. G of x is x squared plus x minus 1. So g of negative x, all I'm going to do is substitute this negative x for every x. And again, you need to use parentheses and just be careful. Notice how I did that? All right. Any negative squared is positive, so that stays as an x squared. Plus minus gives me a minus here. Let me bring that down, and that is g of negative x. All right, so we can enter that into our record. X squared minus x minus 1. And I'll update these notes in just a little bit so we don't have to waste our time on the video doing it. When you find it linked in there, it'll be updated, okay? All right, so let's do this one. This time we're told to find g of x plus 2. All right, so what's going to happen here, we're going to take this x plus 2 and we're going to substitute it in for x. Now there's only one x in this one. It doesn't have a constant, a linear term to 3x or anything like that, so this one won't be too bad. There's only one thing you can really mess up with this, so let's do this one again on the scratch pad. And I guess it's like scratch paper pad. Is that why I call it scratch pad? Maybe. All right, so I've got g of x, and we'll write my original right here so we can kind of keep up with it. It's equal to x squared plus 3. All right, now I need to put x plus 2 in there, so I'm going to write g of x plus 2. There's a little bit of lag time with this pen, which is extremely annoying sometimes. I'm going to put this x plus 2. I need to square it now, so I got to be careful. Then when I'm done with that, I have to add 3 to it. So far, does that make sense? All right, I'm just going to write equals here, and I'm going to put it kind of over this way because it might take a minute to write this out. All right, x plus 2 squared. Don't make a mistake and come in here and call this x squared plus 4. You don't have a property that allows you to do that. If this is a product in here, you kind of can do that, but this is a sum, and it doesn't work that way. That would be a mistake that would be sort of typical. But on a Math 3 level, guys, we can't make mistakes like that. We have too much to do. And a lot of you could probably square that without doing this step right here, but I'm going to show my steps. So this, when we multiply this out, we get x squared plus 2x, which is 4x. Kind of combine that in your head to speed up this process. And then 2 times 2 is 4. And you still got your plus 3 there. So ultimately, we get x squared plus 4x plus 7. And that's how that one works. And I'll update the notes for you. And I hope you found this video helpful. And you guys hang in there, keep on doing the math, and I think you're going to be fine. So the delta math that corresponds to this won't be too bad, I don't think. Anyway, I hope this was helpful.